Sean Sewell with Engearment.com, coming at you with another microphone review. This one is probably the most unique microphone we've tested yet. This is the Saramonic BlinkMe B2. This has some unique features and can have some good audio once you tweak a few settings. In this review, I'll go over those settings to adjust and the cool features that make this microphone pretty unique, not only in the way it looks and operates, but it might be a pretty cool accessory for some content creators. So let's get into it. For reference, I'm using the standard Rode Wireless Go microphone right here. This is what I usually use when I'm in the Engearment YouTube studio. I find it has just a really consistent, good sound, good tone, easy to operate, and it provides a nice base level for microphones. So if you see videos or recognize videos in this room, there's a 99% chance it uses the Rode microphone. So if you've come accustomed to that sound, this is the microphone we're using for that. And I wanted to start off the video using it so you have it for context, as well as I can't really show you a lot of the features on the Saramonic microphone if it's being utilized and the bass is on top of the camera. So what this is going to be mid to high price point, $250 give or take. So it's up there with the DJI and the Rode, a little bit less than the DJI, but it's meant to compete in that kind of category. So this will be a step up from the $130 to $150 price point in most respects. And it's not just the audio that they're shooting for to be better. There's some onboard features that make this microphone really unique. And I'll say honestly, it's probably not my go-to microphone for some reasons, which I'll go into in a minute, but the aesthetics of the microphone and some other things about it might be ideal for some of you out there. So let's get into it. First, comes with a nice case, like a really nice case with a rubberized handle, and the case will hold all the components, which is always key to me. The DJI case is nice, but you don't get to hold all the components in there. The Rode has no case stock that comes with it. You can purchase one aftermarket, of course. We've reviewed several of them. They're good, but that's an additional accessory. This case houses the microphones, there's two of them, the transmitter, easily, and it even comes with a little attachment for your cell phone that expands, and it's got the cold shoe right there so you can mount the microphone on top. So they're definitely shooting for, you know, cell phone users. On the other side, you get pretty elaborate clips that have magnets, strong magnets, so you would clip it right here and then you can magnetize the microphone right here. You can also use just a magnet and put the microphone on the inside, which is how I've been using microphones when I'm running and gunning. It looks a little cleaner than just having it on the collar or having it flipped out on the collar. But the aesthetic of having it exposed is going to be changed here in a second when I show you the feature. It's going to kind of blow your mind. I don't know if it's necessary, but it is pretty cool. You do get included dead cats, and they are the better kind. Some wireless microphones, and man, we test a lot of wireless microphones around here. The windscreens don't stay on. This is on the better. Like the Rode stays on great now, the Rode Wireless Go 2, I should say, and the DJI, they stay on really, really good. A lot of the other ones don't. It's like an afterthought to include it. So these actually do stay on pretty good. Comes with all the cables you'll need. The one that you would use to go into a regular camera, like the Sony camera right here, and then your TRRS, which is what you would use to go into most cell phones, which is probably how a person looking at this would use it. A nice little mesh pocket right there to place everything in. Okay, so I'll get the box out of the way. The microphones do have onboard recording. I did not test that. That's not a feature that I use ever. I know a lot of people do use that. My workflow, I like to record directly into the camera, just bake it in. I know it's not the most ideal for post-production, but I don't care. I'm trying to get stuff done and move on to the next project. So I just record directly into the camera, and I think it sounds good. Okay, so let me get into the features and then I'll actually give you a comparison of the microphones. So it's a pretty robust receiver. It's pretty heavy actually, a lot heavier than the DJI or the Rode. and it's magnetized. So here's one microphone, and here is the other microphone. Now right away you're going to see it's got an OLED screen. So this is the stock image, and then this is what makes it so cool. You can upload your own image, so you can see, well, it kind of clicks off pretty quick, which is something I wish it did not do. But right there I have the Engearment logo as the home screen. Now I'm sure there's a way to turn it on so it stays on, and then you'd have the logo for your company, or your name, or your guest name, or a picture of your dog or cat or fish or tarantula or something. Whatever image you want, you can put on there. It's pretty cool. I have not found a way to keep it on longer, though. I'm sure there is a way. And you can see it has the battery levels, the transmission signal, and then I have it at positive 6 dB. For reference, I keep the Rode at negative 12, and the DJI I use at 0, whatever that setting is on DJI. I had to boost it to 6. When this first came in, I was like, oh, the audio is horrible. I was doing a comparison and just for myself to understand this microphone better, and it didn't sound good. It sounded, well, it hardly sounded at all. So I had to boost it up, and then I felt like it could hold its own with the Rode and the DJI. And I'll do again a comparison here in a few moments, so stay tuned for that. On board, you can have the screen right there. You do have noise cancellation, this big yellow button, NR, noise reduction, and you can see when I turn it on, it will have NR and a little white circle right there. Now turn it off, so you know whether it's on or off. And on the screen, which it's got a really amazing screen, you can turn on or off the microphone, you can mute it, you can record internally. It's got probably 8 or 10 hours of recording, whatever the standard is right now. But again, I don't use that, so I wouldn't turn that on. It's pretty responsive as far as touch capability, and then you can see the meter right there, the green meter. So again, it's not the loudest microphone. Like the Rode, again, it's at negative 12. This I have at positive 6. Different technologies, different important features and such. So here we go. There's the stock, and then, come on, just want you to see the screen. And then there is modified. Now, most importantly, in my opinion, how does it sound? Those are all cool features to have that logo right there and the OLED display and all that stuff going on, but how's it sound? Let's find out. Okay, now I am using just a Saramonic BlinkMe B2 microphone, and I'm going to use the magnet that I mentioned earlier, and the microphone's on top right here. So I'll put the magnet in my shirt. Okay, there we go. Approximately a very similar place to where I had the Rode. And again, I have it positive 6 decibels to get what I think is a better sound quality. In these microphone comparisons, I don't edit the audio on purpose. Sometimes the levels aren't always accurate, so sometimes I have one microphone louder than the other one, but that's not a function of the microphone. That's just, I'm trying to keep it static and not, you know, auto fix the audio so you can hear how the microphone sounds. So this is using the microphone going into a receiver, going into a Sony a7 IV, and this might be a good time for me to show you the app. The app is a lot going on. It's pretty busy. You have to log in with your email address, which I don't always like, and I'm not like scared of people getting my information. They're going to get it whether I try to hide it or not, but it's just a very there we go, BlinkMe connected, so it shows it's connected to Bluetooth. Device management. It'll show me here, transmitter 2 right here, has 51% battery, and then I can go into the screen here and I can pick what I want for the theme, or I would call it wallpaper, and I can choose, there's my Engearment logo, but then you can have all these other ones, you know. You can upload files that you see fit. You can rotate through different themes, which is pretty cool. Oh, I didn't know you can do it that way. Well, I'll keep it right here. All right, apply. And I'm sure that there is a way to do it, but I have not found it. I would have assumed it would have been in the app. Screen time or wallpaper, duration, whatever. But I have not found it yet, which is frustrating me. But there's updates for it. It's pretty involved, more than I need. It's got a recorder if you want to turn that on. I don't, because I am recording to the camera, but just for the heck of it, there's the levels. So that's kind of nice to see. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. So negative 12 decibels on the Rode is positive 6 decibels on the Saramonic. So you can see right there that that's what I'm shooting for in the levels. And so it makes sense. I'm not totally crazy. Well, I'm pretty crazy, but I'm not totally crazy with the levels to get to where I want it to sound for you guys. All right, cool. You can do a low cut. You can change the sample rate. Again, stuff that I would not mess with for video. Gosh, so I guess it's, you know, for content creators who want a system to create content for them, you know, integrated. I guess you could learn how to use this, and that's cool. I don't know if that's necessarily something I would ever use, because I'm just really basic. Microphone, camera, create content, shoot reviews, interviews, done deal. Not doing TikToks and all the things, just making YouTube review videos. Okay, now I've talked at you for quite a long time. This is definitely enough time to learn if this sounds good or not. What do you think? So there you have it. The Rode for comparison, the context, the baseline compared to the Saramonic BlinkMe B2 content creator, let's call it, microphone. Let me know which one you think sounds better, or feature-wise, what you think is important, what you liked about this one, or what you didn't like. Put that in the comments below. Love to learn from you guys and see if I can help in any way. If you get questions, I'll do my best to answer them. I have more microphone reviews coming up. I have like 4 more just out of sight. If you want to see those videos, I'm pretty sure you're curious about them, consider subscribing to our Engearment YouTube channel. Link below. I'm Sean Sewell, the owner and director of Stoke for Engearment. Until next time, take care.